Dave Adventure Doom Battle is a song I made for a musical challenge started by Miss Bad Snacks. She's a YouTuber and she's lovely. Every 2 weeks or so, someone is named the winner of the challenge, and that person then provides a sample pack for the next challenge. The song needs to be made mostly out of these samples, and for this challenge, Dave, known as DavZ, provided the samples, and we were allowed 3 external instruments. Here are the samples. Alright, we're in Ableton, and I didn't have the foresight to know that this was going to be a banger, so the whole thing is done already. I'll try to discuss the parts in chronological order as much as I can. Select the sample that you deem most unusable. Perfect. Mono it, compress it with a Doom compressor, thanks Jeff, link to that in the description, and give it a short room reverb so the compressor can give it a cool tail. Yes. Now give it a good trim, and just keep the tail. Get a raspy bass sample and make it short. EQ out most of the rasp and delete some sub. Add a drum bus and crank that boom. We're basically making a sub cake now. Good. Now get that blood pumping. Add an auto filter and slowly open it up. Automation. Now get that same sound but fuzz it out, compress it, EQ it, and of course, add an OTT. Max wet. Thick. Get a cool groove going. Duplicate it. Make it short. Oh yeah. Get some glitch-like stabs. Now the real fun begins. Channel your inner gentleman and just beatbox a rhythm that you think would be cool. Oh, and don't forget to add the squeals. Very nice. Get some drums. Real ones, fake ones, I don't care. Just line the kicks up with the sample. Add snares and cymbals. Do not forget to add that single clap sample that you have. Do whatever sounds cool. For this challenge, we'll be replacing them later on anyways. Get an arpeggio sample and snip off the arpeggio. We want just one note, Dave. Line them up with the kicks and hey, that's chugging already. Do it again, but select different parts of the arpeggio to get some different notes in there. What? Daft Punk is playing at my house? My house? Now get your 9-string guitar or bass guitar or something similar. The lower you can tune it, the better. Zoom in on those kicks and let Ableton follow your playhead. Chug along, conductor man. It's Guitar Hero now. Or Bass Hero in my case. Get a couple takes in and get those chugs tight, son. Quantize it. Split the take in 2 and layer them so you have 2 bass tracks playing. Pan them for some stereo bass. Break the rules. I added a Corey Wong amp sim for maximum realism, but you can do whatever you want, honey. Duplicate one of the takes and fuzz the hell out of it. OTT? Yes. Add a gate and sidechain it to the pre-effects version of the same audio track. Gets rid of all the unnecessary sustain. Now you're basically going to do the same thing but with a guitar. While you're at it, record some pitch bends on the guitar. It's even better if you accidentally record it through a microphone instead of a DI. Even more fuzzy. No time to record a pitch down, so just reverse the sample. Now do the same thing with a guitar but higher on the neck and bend the string while you go. Also get that stuff in stereo. We want this bit wide. Effects, fuzz, doom compressor, gate sidechain to the pre-effects, auto filter with an LFO on, some spring reverb, and our quarter note fake sidechain effect. And here's RC20 in there to change the energy in these quieter parts. Duplicate it and take off the effects. Add a pedal, transpose it up 7 semitones. You want me to call it a 5th? You think I know theory? Do it again. Transpose it up 12 semitones, which may or may not be an octave. Now we're getting somewhere. Now get those guitar and get that fake sidechain flip turned upside down, 16th notes. OTT? OTT? There we go. Do it again, but triplets. Now these squeals are not noisy enough. So get a chill vibe chord, max out the fuzz, doom compress. One gets the amp and one is low res. Also there's a doom compressed Dave clap in there. Let's see if the arpeggio still fits on the chugs. It does, but it does get a little buried and muddy. So lo-fi-ify it. EQ it and voila! Lo-fi doom harps. Of course it deserves a friend. Bird up, 7 semitones up. Talking about birds, Dave also provided Bird. His logo is Bird. Bird is not very doom though, but people screaming in hell is pretty doom. First off, let's pitch these down. Just kidding, they already are. Then all you need is a long reverb, figure out that it's cool to modulate the size of the reverb so the pitch kinda changes, and of course doom compress it. Then try some kind of formant filter to make it go. Duplicate a layer for more thickness, just for the quieter parts. Now wouldn't it be fun to open the song with a wink to Dave's original style of chill and vibe? Let's get that chord sound and just plonk it in here at the start. It's already there. It's a bit strong, so I EQ'd the hell out of it. Some repitching here and there, and we have a weird chill intro. Now at this point, you could go on and get these drums to sound good, but that would make this track too heavy on the external sounds considering the challenge. But now we have something to model our sample drums to. Clap can stay. Kicks need to be replaced, so take the kick from this sample and make it knock like it's the FBI. Most of that sound is a drum bus. Duplicate it and kind of just verb it out, man. OTT is not optional. Mix it and EQ it together. This is fine. There's no ride sample, so we're going to have to make one. Take this kick with the hi-hat in it. EQ out the kick, stretch it, and smear it with some reverb to mask the artifacting. Boom, ride. Those are being compressed and driven a little. Also an LFO on the filter in the middle section of the song. There's definitely a snare in this sample pack, so just cut one out and make them huge with some compression and reverb. Snappy. Now you just gotta arrange it, get the parameters right, do some tweaking, and throw in an ozone preset on the master bus, just because you're lazy. Well done! You imitated Mick Gordon with limited tools. And here's the end result.